Welcome to Know Your Money, where we will explore our relationship with money and how the psychology of it impacts our financial decisions, as everyone thinks about money differently. In our podcast, we'll be presenting a variety of financial topics in an easy-to-understand way, which we hope will assist you with managing your money. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Know Your Money. Warren, Craig, how are you today?
Hello.
Hello, Warren.
Hello, Craig. Hello, Bronwyn. How are you?
I'm
Hello,
very good,
Bronwyn.
thank you.
We're on the wheel.
Yeah.
We are still on the wheel. Second last episode.
Wow.
I know, it's gone awfully quickly.
But important to look at the wheel and to see where you fit into all the segments or pizza slices as we try and visualize it.
Absolutely, Craig, yeah.
And this one?
So this area is growth and learning. So some people don't necessarily, I think anyone listening to this podcast does like to learn or grow because that's what we're trying to promote here.
And that's why they're listening probably.
Yes. So this area of your life, I think, can impact the other areas just as much as the other ones, in my view.
So it's enjoyment as well. I mean, you enjoy what you do, but you want to say, I want to make it better. So I'm in my career and I want to do my career, for example, my career better. I'm going to go and do a course to make me a better person in my career. Could that be one of the
Yes, for sure.
growth?
And that would be like a learning perspective. And then from a financial perspective, how do you find the funds to do that? You know, it would be sitting and planning for that so that you can do all of these things, because by you growing and learning, you can impact those other areas of the wheel.
You might even learn another skill and you might change your career into doing something else.
Yeah. And I think in our practice, like, our name is Growth Financial Planning, and both you and I are people that like to learn and grow. And I think through that, we've been able to be more successful in different areas of our lives due to that. You know, just the other day when we did the episode on health and fitness, I was like, I really got to start doing something. And now I am going to gym every morning. And it was just by us having a conversation together that's helped me to spot something and to grow and learn from it, so that other areas of my life are good.
Yeah, I think becoming stagnant in life is not a good thing. You know, you can become too comfortable and you can start living that Groundhog Day, and are you really living then anymore? And I think learning leads to growing a lot of the time. And the littlest of things, like learning more about yourself.
Yes.
Through these conversations, through other podcasts you listen to, through other books you read, through all sorts.
Yeah.
And then that growing yourself can lead to a need to learn more. It can become a virtuous cycle, really. And if we talk about your money, the more you learn about your finances, like myself, the more I'm learning about stuff now, I'm realizing here are the gaps in what I don't have. And here are things I need to actually think about for the future. And here's where I've done well.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So do more of those things, because that's working for me. But there are gaps here. So I've learned that there are gaps now. How do I fix them, and how do I grow it so it's not a gap anymore?
Yeah.
And also in your career, I think if you try and do the best you can in your career, learn the most you can and be the best in that career, continual learning is so important. But it doesn't have to stop there. You can do a hobby and you can have another passion on sport, whatever it might be, and you can expand your learning there.
I think getting out of your comfort zone is a really good thing.
Yeah.
Really good. In anything, It can be career, it can be a new sport, it can be anything,
And I always picture like growing like a little flower, and the learning being the water that you pour on it. It's like how much learning you do impacts how big you can grow or how fast you can grow. And, you know, you can branch out into all different areas. If you picture a tree, like the more you learn and the more you grow, you really can blossom and bloom into something greater.
I'd like to say to the listeners as well, is the hardest part, I think, about learning and growth is you don't see the change very quickly, right? So there is no instant gratification. There is no big dopamine rush when you start learning, right? But if you're able to just take stock of what you knew and what you were doing and what skills you had, where you were financially 3 years ago and where you are now, and go, wow, come a long way.
Yes.
I need to invest in myself
And
I need to
acknowledge
learn.
it.
Because over, medium-term periods, you can really see it. Even in a year, you can see a massive difference. I mean, when I started my carpentry business, I started it to build the studio.
Sure.
Yeah.
And it wasn't supposed to be a business. And then I look back, every now and then I look at my phone and projects I'd forgotten I'd built. And I was like, wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like,
And it's like that. I think it's Steve Jobs. He spoke about the dots that you can connect. Like you can look back and see how doing that impacted this. So like learning that skill, you might not, like if you go to university and you study something and now you don't want to be that, and now you grappling with the fact that you don't want to be that, that is going to impact how you are as whatever year it is that you go on to. Every person in your life, every experience leads you up to be you and the version of you that you're supposed to be. Like look at your touring.
Yeah.
You went from that to doing a podcast to now going to do live podcasts. They've all been a part of the journey.
Yeah, everything is chained on to the next thing. And without doing one of those, there would be no chain and you would not be where you are.
And without continuous growth and learning new things and a new skill.
And getting out of your comfort zone.
Yes.
Yeah, very much
Because I could easily reside and say, you know what, I'll just be the podcast guy.
Yes. Yeah.
And I could, that's fine. But I don't think I'd be very fulfilled after time.
And also in saying that, fulfillment and all those other areas, you doing this could give you more time to have fun with your family or more finances or all of those different things.
And like you guys have said many times on this, I call it the circle, but I know it's not. It's the pie, whatever it is, the wheel, sorry. It's the balance between all these things.
Yeah.
Which
But it
allows
doesn't have
you-
to be 10 on all of them.
No, it doesn't.
Has to feel balanced for you.
But then it allows you to have the balance in your life.
Yes.
Yeah, be aware of them. And
I could quite easily go away for 8 months a year and earn a ton of money and whatever. But then I wouldn't see my little boy. I wouldn't see my wife. I wouldn't see my parents. Like, I would not be happy.
100%. And the whole point of this series is to try help people feel as happy as you can be in all areas of your life.
Yep. Great.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. Have a
Keep
good
growing,
day.
everyone.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Thanks. Bye.
Cheers. Bye. Thank you for listening. If you have enjoyed this podcast, would like to subscribe, please visit our website, www.growthfp.co.za. The information we have provided in this podcast is our personal opinion. For more detailed information, please discuss your financial situation with a financial planner.